Dun, 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 dun. Hey guys, it's Joseph from BlackboxMyCar. Today we're going to be bringing on a new video segment called Viewer Comments, where we dive directly into the YouTube comments and we pick some of our favorites and we're going to answer them on the spot right here, right now. Today's comment comes from Zombie Destroyer 2. And this viewer asks, can you use a rear camera as a backup cam? First of all, great name and even a greater question. So let's go find out. But before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on everything BlackboxMyCar. We're going to be doing way more of these viewer comments in the coming months, so be sure to comment below and you might get featured next. So for this experiment, we're going to be testing with two different dash cams, the Thinkware U1000 as well as the VIOFO A129 Plus 2-channel dash cam. Here's the thing to note about the Thinkware U1000. Typically, when you're using the rear camera, you'll be seeing exactly what the rear camera sees through an LCD monitor that's attached to the front of your car. But in this instance, your phone will be acting as that monitor when you're using it with the Thinkware U1000. All you need to do is use the Thinkware app and connect to the phone every time you're reverse parking. Moving on next is the VIOFO A129 Plus. Well, this one is going to be a lot similar to the rear camera backup system that you're going to get in the car. But that said, the screen is only 2 inches big, so it's going to be a lot smaller compared to the dedicated backup camera system that you're going to get in a car. And now let's install both of these dash cams in the car and let's see how we feel using it as a backup camera. Always clean your car. Actually, I think the dirt comes from the outside. Don't forget to clean your car, or else the camera's not going to look good. I don't know what to say. I'm so confused. No, I'm not confused. I don't know what to say. Like, I feel like I should make a joke here, but I'm like, zombie goop. Yeah, good. Oh, did you know they're making a Mortal Kombat movie? Also, then again, I feel like I didn't straighten it. Oh, God. Here's the thing to note when you're putting on your rear camera. You only get one shot, one opportunity. Eat your mom's spaghetti. But make sure you straighten up that rear camera when you're putting it on. Here we go. It's not going to fall off. Wanna know why? Because I'm great at installations. Ah, crap. I put this SD. Okay, here's the next thing. Last but not least, the VIOFO rear camera. Let's get that in here. Boom! Oh my God, this is not sticking. There it is. You've got your Thinkware U1000 rear camera, VIOFO A129 Plus camera, and Thinkware F800 rear camera. All right, here we go. Okay. Now, let's get started with the Thinkware U1000. All right, let's mount this bad boy. I need my sim tool. Actually, I think I got it. No, I don't. I'm also slowly realizing that I'm starving. Let's mount our U1000 right here. All right, and then let's take our rear connecting cable. We're gonna put it right here. Right here. Let's install the A129. Now, in order for us to use it like a backup camera, we got to put it in a place where we can actually see it when we're backing up. So we're going to put it a little bit lower down on the windshield. So let's put it down right here. That's probably the best we can do so that we can still look at it and use it like a dash cam. Now we're going to start off our experiments with the Thinkware U1000. Now we're going to start a timer to see how long it takes for us to set up and connect our iPhone with the Thinkware U1000 and then use the phone as a backup camera and show just how easy it is to use our phone as the backup camera.
Your smartphone, connect to a Wi-Fi network whose name starts with Thinkware.
Unable to join. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Unable to join. Swear to God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why is it unable to join? I don't understand. This is going really well.
On your smartphone, connect to a Wi-Fi network whose name starts with Thinkware. Connected to a smartphone.
Okay, here we go. Doesn't it look like there's a significant amount of delay on that rear camera?
Yep.
So I could be hitting the car in the back. That's pretty good. Okay. So how long did that take? I mean, while it does work as a rear backup cam, I wouldn't personally use it as for what it is. I would probably still use it as just a dash cam. But let's do another test. Here. Why don't we go somewhere else? Another thing that you might have noticed is that On a rear backup camera, typically they provide you with guidance lines on the backup camera footage itself. But on a rear camera from the Thinkware U1000, it doesn't provide you with that. So it's going to be much harder for you to adjust as you're backing in to your parking spot. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're trying to use your dash cam as a backup camera. Next up is the VIOFO A129 Plus. With the 2-inch screen that's on the VIOFO dash cam itself, it's going to be similar to a traditional backup camera setup. But that said, what I said before was that it only has a 2-inch screen. So you're going to get a lot smaller surface area compared to what you're going to typically get on a backup monitor from a backup camera. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the settings and we're going to turn on, go into our screensaver, and we're going to make it max. So we're going to make it 3 minutes, just so that when we're backing up, we get 3 minutes of timer before the screen shuts off. So that's going to really help us with our backup, and that's going to really help us with backing into our parking spot. So now that we have that set up, this screen is going to stay on for about 3 minutes. So now let's reverse our car. Man, that is so small. I don't know if I could see everything. Looks like there's a little bit of a delay when it comes to that backup camera screen. Oh man. All right, I know what's gonna help. Got it. Got it. This magnifying glass. All right, if you're gonna use a VIOFO dash cam as a backup camera, I suggest getting a magnifying glass because that's gonna really help you look at that 2-inch screen. One last thing I wanted to point out was that the depth of view on the 2-inch screen was definitely a lot worse than I expected. As I was backing into the spot, it was really hard for me to gauge the distance between the back of my car and the curb. So what might happen, it might pose a safety risk in the future in that as I'm backing up, if I misjudge, I might hit the curb or I might park a little bit too far away from the curb because I wasn't able to gauge the distance. I guess one pro of using the VIOFO dash cam with the 2-inch screen is that while the screen is small, it was quite easy to set it up as the backup camera. All I had to do was click a couple of buttons and I was able to see what the rear camera sees right away. But that said, don't forget there's always that weird delay when it comes to getting that rear footage feedback. And not only that, you're not going to get the guidance lines either, like we talked about before. Same thing with the Thinkware U1000, because the VIOFO dash cam was never really meant to be used as a backup camera in the first place. We just came back from experimenting with those 2 dash cams as backup cameras, and we did point out a couple of issues like we mentioned, one being the lag and the other being the depth of view, and another one being the lack of an LCD screen. So it's probably going to take you honestly like 30 to even a minute just to get that rear backup cam working as a backup cam. Honestly, we don't recommend it. And what we do recommend is getting a separate, but what we do recommend is getting a backup cam as a backup cam. So what we recommend is the AUTOVOX Solar 1P, available now on the BlackboxMyCar website. Having this alongside the dash cam is going to take your safety up to the next level. And with one click power button and its own LCD screen, its own backup cam directly on the back of your car, with one click, you can activate that backup cam and you can use it right away on your drive. Honestly, a lot more convenient than using a dash cam in itself. You know, one thing that I forgot to mention was tinted windows. Here's one more thing I thought of as we were finishing off this video. Don't forget, most cars have tint in their rear window, which does impact the video quality if you're trying to use your dash cam as your rear camera. Most of the time, the backup camera is installed directly on the license plate itself. So if you have a really deep tint on your rear windshield, then it's not gonna look very good if you're using it as a backup camera. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you like what you see, and to stay up to date on everything BlackboxMyCar. If you want to get featured next, and by the way, thank you Zombie Destroyer for your question. It was very informative and we had a lot of fun filming it. If you want to get featured next, please drop your question in the comments below and we'll be sure to answer them and feature it next time in our next experimental video. And last but not least, we want to give a special shout out to Andric Villanueva Vega, who said, "Great video, thanks," praise, liked and subscribed. And we want you to like and subscribe that too. Thanks Andric for the shout out, and special shout out to you too. Take care.